The Sleep Ponies, written and illustrated by Gudrun Geibel-Ongman. My grandma told me, whenever you want them, sleep ponies are near. Her mother taught her to call them when she was little. "Teach me, Grandma, teach me to call my ponies," I begged. She paused and remembered. Through closed eyes, you can see them. In silence, you hear them. In stillness, you touch them. I squirmed with excitement. "You'll need to be very patient," she whispered. "I can do it," I promised. "I can do it," I hoped. "Then hush now. Be ever so still. Only your heart can call them." When dust dances in patches of light, when your soft pillow muffles the sound of the house, when your breathing slows and mist floats behind your closed eyes, listen for them. Call silently to them. Listen for a distant nicker and the faint sound of hooves. Find the round smell of pony. Grandma smiled, then continued. Watch the mist brighten and the shift to let one pony step quietly through. I lay still and silent, my eyes closed. Just as Grandma promised, my pony Winnie appeared. And just as Grandma warned, when I reached out or opened my eyes, she vanished. So I remembered to hold ever so still and open my heart instead of my eyes and reach out with love instead of hands. Fuzzy, round little Winnie returned to step closer. When she came close enough for me to feel her warm breath, we talked without words. Her invitation to ride flowed from the depths of her kind eyes. Yes, my heart hands answered as they wove deep into silky mane and pulled me aboard her sturdy, round back. Instantly, bright sunshine and golden grass surrounded us. A herd of ponies nearby watched me expectantly. My eyes skipped over their coats of copper and gold, chocolate and snow, and slid down their manes and tails from spotted hide to stockinged hoof. I paused on a face with a blaze and moved on to one another with a star. And my nod, we were off. Warm pony below, warm sun above. What joy to ride along with that little band. At first, Winnie picked her steps and shifted her body to keep me balanced. But soon, I was riding with the wind, a part of the herd as we galloped along, leaping a bush here, dodging a stone there, and splashing through sparkling streams. At last, we slowed to a walk. My ponies taught me to breathe the scent of each colorful flower and to gather the sounds of birds who hid among the grasses and followed gaily through the air. I learned to greet each rabbit, chipmunk, and fox, and to thank the clouds for their cool shadows drifting by. As the herd munched lush grass and swished long tails, I stretched out on Winnie's back. Full of sound and smell and sight, we shared stories and daydreams. Then we yawned and sighed, glad a resting place was near. We moved slowly and quietly toward the pond, a magical place where sweet breezes called from the leaves of shade trees. Frogs croaked hello, and the water itself shivered ripples of excitement at our approach. Kneeling in damp moss, I quenched my thirst with cupped hands, while Winnie dipped her muzzle into the cool water. As shimmering waves carried off our reflections, my eyelids grew heavy. Soon, Winnie led me to a special place where moss grew thick and firm. As we lay down, I nestled so close against her shoulder and into her neck that it was hard to see where I ended and she began. My eyes closed as I heard the other ponies lying down. My fingers wandered through the long strands of her mane. The slow, steady beating of Winnie's heart mingled with my own. Together, we slept. Much later, the ponies lifted and carried me home, so quietly and so carefully that I never awoke. Until I was back in my bed, surrounded by the sweet scent of pony and a smile. The end. Good night. Sweet dreams.